What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of Draft to Glory. The Scream items have been upgraded or updated or are live for 4 days. So I wanted to do as, I'm going to try and record, I know Foot Champions on this weekend as well, but I'm going to try and record 2 or 3 episodes at least of Foot Champions, of Draft to Glory, so that we can get ourselves some of these upgrades. Now, we've got 165k in the bank after we've already entered this draft. Of course, we've got a hell of a lot of stuff in the... I'm going to take the 4-3-1-2. Do I want to take the 4-1-2-1-2? Let's go to 4-1-2-1-2. Yeah, I've got at least, I'd say, 50 to 80k's worth of players sat in the club. Now, I will take every single Screamer item that I can. And I'm going to start with Aubameyang here. I think it's fantastic. If we could get Screamer Muller, that would be great. He might come in as a cam. Do we get a Bundesliga player here? No Bundesliga player. Do we take Loic Remy? Could go Remy. If we do get Johan Cabaye at centre midfielder, it's going to be a very good shot. I would love that Muller right now. Nothing. We don't get... I wanted to go Bundesliga, but it's kind of like forcing me to go Premier League again, isn't it? I mean, could take Rooney. Could take... I mean, Ben Arthur gives the same, like, soft link as Rooney's. Like, it's literally giving me 4 BPL cams here. And 1 League One player who I'm not really interested in. As good as Ben Arthur actually is. And him with a Hunter card as well would be outstanding. But I'm probably going to take Wayne Rooney here. He offers a lot of good links. Hello, impress... There we go. Jesus, I thought I was doing something wrong. He gives he offers a lot of good links for the team. See, I would take... Oh, wow. I should have just taken that other dude. I should have taken Ben Arthur, shouldn't I? I would take Kante because he gives a good, strong link into Remy, who then gets full chem. But Kante has an inform that I'd probably prefer to wait for. So I think I'm going to take Schweinsteiger. He's high 6 foot. Although his stamina levels aren't the best, he actually does play really, really well. And it doesn't look like we're going Bundesliga now. It looks like Aubameyang's going to have to be a super sub. You've given me, like, Fellaini... Not the Fellaini that I want. I'm actually going to take... I'm going to take a chem style here. I'm going to take Ki Song Yong. Ki Song Yong. I'm going to take him. So Ki Song Yong is there. He's there for the chem style, not for anything else. And oh my god. I guess we take Geese. Geese, because he's Geese. Wank wank duck. He links with soft link with. Schweinsteiger. He's also got Bundesliga link available to him as well if we do go with Aubameyang. I want these Screamer items, EA. Come on, hook me up with something that I'm going to be happy to use. What is going on? Do I go with Gibbs here? I do go with Gibbs, don't I? Gibbs, I mean, I could take Schmelzer. However, oh no, Schmelzer wouldn't be too bad actually because we could swap Aubameyang and... yeah, we could swap Aubameyang and Remy around. And then hopefully get a Bundesliga, like a Castro or something, would be great. I think actually we'll keep Schweinsteiger there for now because he actually gives that soft German link to Schmelzer. You got to be like, I just want one of them. I just want one of them. I'm gonna have to take Dejan Lovren as our centre back, as our first centre back to connect with the BPL. It's literally forcing my hand, guys. It's forcing. No, like give me. The Screamer card, the Scream Team card, whatever the hell they're called. We're going to take Seul here, just because I want the Screamer versions of these cards. Is that too much to ask for? I don't think it's too much to ask for. We're going to have to go with a Hilbert here, Hilbert. And in goal, who's in goal? Pantilimon is the Screamer goalkeeper, isn't he? And we're not going to get him. We get Begovic or Farman. Farman actually works pretty well. Begovic is like one of those goalkeepers that's just super OP. Farman has same diving, better reflexes, better handling, better positioning, worse kicking and speed, but is typically a better goalkeeper. So that's our starting lineup, guys. It's up to 80 chem. It's not too bad. It could be a bit better. I don't know if I'm going Bundesliga or BPL yet. That will be determined by the players that we get here. And taking Vertonghen, Sanchez might be a good sub. Actually, Sanchez would be a great sub. Or an off-chem player. Juan Mata, I'm not really interested in. Gaetan doesn't fit. I'm going to take Sanchez and either play him up here instead of Aubameyang, which actually boosts our chem by 5. Hopefully, we can actually fill in the rest of this. And ooh, Inform Hazard again. We got him last time. None of the other dudes help. So we're going to take Inform Hazard. And does he help our chemistry by being anywhere in the team? He does not. Of course, he's probably better than Sanchez. Yeah, better everywhere except defending and physical. But I think we'll throw him up there anyway. We'll see what we get next. Just one screamer card, EA. Like, one. I'm not asking for much here. I'm not asking for much. I'm asking for one screamer card. It's not even... I'm not being rude. I'm not like... Just one. One. I've got 23 players to pick from. And you can't even give me one. Now we've got some choices, because we could take Bale or Dybala for substitutes. Or we could take Vidal and put him in midfield and go with that Vidal or Aubameyang. And it probably would get less chemistry, but I'm going to take it on the pretense that eventually we're going to get some good players that help. Brilliant. Right, let's take Shadow then as a chem style. So, our goalkeeper's quite irrelevant. This isn't a great draft. Last episode wasn't a great draft. This also isn't a great draft. I don't have a BPL goalkeeper here. I'll take Joe Hart just because he's Joe Hart. There's no... I mean, I might get like an English centre-back. Hey! Screamer card! There we go! Felipe Lu, I told you guys. Doesn't matter who it is or how they're there. I am taking all of the screamer cards that show up. Even if I use him as a sub, look at those stats, man. 94 pace, 86 defending, 84 physical, 96 passing, and 82 dribbling. Unbelievable techers. I will fit him into the team. I might use him as a super sub. If I can't fit him into the team in a comprehensive manner, I will. I'm gonna take Montoya. No, Montoya wouldn't be too bad, I suppose. Nothing else here really works, and he gets a Hunter Chem style as well, which is definitely helpful to us because we don't have many on the team right now. Valencia, Salah. Why can't you give me the screamer version of Salah? Do we take Valencia here? I know he's a right mid, but I'd prefer him instead of the Korean. This draft is still not a good draft, although we do get a good screamer. I think I'll take Segura. Ooh, could take Turan. Then he gets a soft link to Felipe Luis. Doesn't get a link anywhere else, which would be garbage. That's illogical. That doesn't make sense. Could take Sigurdsson. I think Sigurdsson is probably the smart choice, right? Because you throw Sigurdsson in there, and then you swap Sigurdsson and the Korean, and there you go. We go up to 98, 98 chemistry now. And do we have any more BPL players? We don't. Oh, we do. We have the right mid. But I wonder if Valencia helps anywhere. He does not. He's actually got a really nice card though. Again, as a sub, he'll be pretty decent. Not gonna lie. Next up, we are gonna get no one interesting at all. I can't believe I've only got one screamer, and he's been useless to us. I'm gonna take Lucas as a super sub. Now I'm going to do the chem styles again, guys. So as you guys know, the way I do it now, so that we actually get a good team, is to put the chem styles in the spots that I want the players to get. So Shadow, he already has Shadow. I want him to have Shadow. I want him to have Shadow. I don't want him to have Hunter. What do I want there? What do we want for chem styles for these midfielders? Passing and shooting wouldn't be too bad. So we'll throw Shadow. I'll still like organize the bench to some degree of sensibility. Shadow, Hunter, and Hunter. Like so. So we've got Deadeye, shooting and passing on our CDM though. See, I actually do want Shadow on our CDM. Because we don't have any catalyst, so that's sad. But so we have Shadow, Gladiator, Deadeye. What do we got here? So Hunter, Shadow, and then Guardsman there. I don't want him to have that either, so I would probably put on again another Shadow. We're basically going to end up with 3, 6, 7 Shadows and 3 Hunters, and then all that matters is our final pick, which is going to be, come on, give me something big. Roberto, no, nothing interesting. Where's Morgan? Is he better than the centre-back that we've got? He's not. He's just not better than Lovren, is he? No, he's not. Feguli would be a good sub. Niang would be a good sub. Roberto, not so much. So it's basically between Feguli and Niang. And in keeping with the BPL theme that we've gone, we'll throw Feguli in there. And now we're just going to put our players back in. And they are going to assume the correct chemistry styles, and life is going to be great. So we have up front, we have Hazard. Hazard and Remy up front. So Remy with a Hunter card is actually going to be ridiculously good. Our CDM was the Korean guy, and our centre-back was... Did we have Sewell in at centre-back? We did, didn't we? I wonder actually if I go like this and put this guy in here, Hibbert. If we put Hibbert in there, that's 92 chem. Oh no, because we don't... Did I take Gibbs? I didn't take Gibbs, did I? Taking Gibbs probably would have been smart. Taking Gibbs probably would have been smart. We got up to 98 chemistry with that. And then we're going to have Shadow, 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 Cat, Shadow, 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 Hunter, Hunter, Hunter. That's not too bad. And then we arranged the bench. And this, what you're going to see this weekend as well, guys, is because some people are going to get way luckier than me. And they're going to get... these scare players that are actually good. I haven't got any. I've got garbage, unfortunately. Our bench... good midfielders, good attackers, a good defender and a goalkeeper. I'm happy with the bench. Now we just need to get a good manager that's going to hopefully give us 100 chem. A BPL manager obviously would be ideal. No BPL manager. Do we have a Spanish? We don't. Do we have a Belgian? We do. We have Hazard. Putting him up 1 chem would be pretty good. And that's what it's going to be. So we only get 99 chem and it's only 84 rated. So it's a 183. However, apart from these Korean CDM... This team's alright, and I might, like, if I'm struggling in games early on, I might have to bring out the big guns straight away. I might have to bring on Vidal to CDM straight away. And it's actually very possible that I might have to take off, like, one of these centre-backs because they're both super slow. I mean, they go up to, like, 70 pace each with the Shadow Chem stars, but that's not enough. Even Schmelzer and Cedric, no one in this team has pace in the defence. I don't know how well this team's going to do, guys, but this is the team. Let's get into the gameplay. Okay, guys, as we get into the gameplay, the first opponent we come up against has got Ronaldo, Messi, and Del Piero in a 185 team. His midfield and defence aren't the best, but they're not too bad. And once again, I know we iterate the same points quite a lot sometimes, but he doesn't have his chem style switched around. Also, my lighting is a bit screwed. My lights went out. I've had to put new bulbs in, and I haven't like fiddled around to make the lighting perfect yet. I'll get that sorted for the next video, and it's only for this section of the video. Anyway, guys, we go through down the right-hand side with our main man, Cedric. He pops that one through the keeper's legs, under his body, and into the back of the net to make it 1-0. And to my surprise, after 15 minutes, Ninjas United decided that enough was enough, and he rage quit. And it was surprising because of how good his attack was, but also because of how early in the game it was. And yes, I had so much possession and created the only chances of the game, but you would just expect someone to like try at least. I don't know. I don't know why a 1-0 rage quit there, but a 1-0 rage quit is what came in. Into the next game, guys, we come up against a 4-1-2-1-2. Only 87 chem, but very nice players in there. Inform Paul Pogba, the scare version, 96 rated. Muller, you've got Gareth Bale, Pepe in there, Carvajal. It's a solid team. It is a solid team. Apart from the left-hand side where it's got that Silva and then went at left-back, it's a very nice team. But my opponent made subs pretty early on. However, we step inside with Loic Remy. Beautiful fake shot there into Wayne Rooney. Taps that one past the goalkeeper to make it 1-0. And of course, getting a good early start in draft is so important. You know, getting through that first game, for me, like the further along I get in the draft, the less pressure I feel. When I watch, like, for example, Castro stream, he seems to like blitz the first couple of rounds, and then the pressure for him starts to build in like the semi-finals and the finals. For me, it's the other way around. For me, like, I feel I hate losing in the first round so much that that's where the most pressure is for me. So if I win in that first round, I'm in the second round, I'm like, all right, no bother. It doesn't matter. I don't have to sit through the embarrassment of losing the first game of draft. And so for me, I don't know, it just gets less and less pressure as the game goes on, and especially when you score early. However, I went 2-0 up in this game, and my opponent pulled it back to 2-2, and then eventually went 3-2 up as well. I wasn't overly bothered. Like, I was obviously a little bit frustrated because I've been playing some good FIFA recently, man. Like, you know, we won 4 drafts in a row, then we lost in the semi-final. We're back in another draft here, and we're playing good FIFA. With the weekend league, you know, we're just playing some good stuff. You know, I feel like the weekend league, the Foot Champions, is just making me a better player. Yeah, I'm taking far more losses than I'm ever used to in FIFA, but it's making me a much, much better player along with it. And then when it comes to drafts, I feel like I just have an edge over my opponents. We end up going 3-2 down in that game and then pulling it back to win 4-3. And you'll see by the match stats, I believe I show them, it was actually a close game in terms of possession, but he had 4 shots, 2 on target, and scored 3 goals. By way of just chances alone, I feel like I deserve to win. Into the semi-final, we come up against one of the best draft squads I think I've seen this year. In-form Hazard, Willian, in-form Kante, Matic, Henderson, in-form Alderweireld, Company, Bellerin, Rose. Yeah, okay, so he's got Batshuayi up front, who's not ideal, but not bad. He's got Schmeichel in goal, who's not ideal, but not bad. But in general, that is just a solid, solid team. And I was like thinking to myself, oh God, we're in trouble. And it wasn't until the second half that the first goal was scored. He goes through there with Eden Hazard. Beautiful finish over the keeper, or around the keeper rather. A little, like, really poor defending from me. And this team that we've got, the defense was... like, it was tough to deal with, man. Like, I haven't played with a defense that has no one with good pace. And whilst pace isn't everything in FIFA, as you can see, this guy sat on like part of the bus as well, by the way. But whilst pace isn't everything in FIFA, it is important, especially in areas where you're being, like, you know, abused by pace. So when I've got Willian and Hazard destroying me for pace constantly, it's very hard. However, I got back into the game. He scored and went ultra defensive straight away, and that played right into my hands because of the fact that I had slow defenders. We end up going into extra time. I get a great goal of Alexis Sanchez there to make it 2-1. Of course, I brought him on as a sub. And then not too long after that, he gets the ball here with Matic. He gives it up to Vidal, who I also brought on as a sub. Beautiful little passing move through the midfield. Alexis Sanchez picks up the loose ball, does lose out to Company. However, a little bit of lucky bounces, passes it back to me. Eden Hazard slots that inside to Vidal, who finds Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Aubameyang shoots. Aubameyang scores. And we go 3-1 to the good and take ourselves pretty much guaranteed into the final. There was time for a late consolation goal for my opponent. Bit of a messy scrap in the box. He ends up getting his toe to it, pops it in the back of the net. 3-2 was the final score there. But overall, I was impressed, man. The fact that I got to the final with this team, I didn't expect to get to the final with this team. I genuinely didn't. Like, sometimes, like, you draft a team and you're just like, yeah, I know this is a bad team. I just know it's a bad team. But we're here in the final. Quite a close game there in terms of chances. I did control a lot of possession, but my opponent has some good shots from some really good areas, and I managed to hang on. And then into the final we go, and we come up against another really nice team. Inform Chadley, Inform Cavani, Di Maria, Alexis Sanchez, Ramsey. He's got a really solid BPL defence. The only downside would be Luke Shaw in at centre-back, although it wouldn't be bad at centre-back. Maybe with the wrong chem star there as a backbone, but Courtois in goal. I think is that Doran's in midfield. Might be another one of those players that you're like, okay, so he's got Doran's, like, that's helpful. But for some reason, my opponent was like ultra attacking from kickoff, and with my pace of Remy up front, it allowed me in behind, and that's a beautiful finish from Remy using the double tap. Just slides it past the keeper underneath his body, or like next to his body if he would have dived or whatever. But we go 1-0 to the good, and before too long, Cedric comes inside, plays that into Eden Hazard. Hazard gets on the edge of the box on his left foot off chem, and slots that one past the keeper as well. So we go 2-0 to the good after 30 minutes. I then concede one of the most AIDS goals I've ever conceded. Really, really nice play, actually, and gets him around with Aubameyang. Probably was a foul in the box, but Schmelzer has already slid and tried to scissor kick the ball away before it even gets to him. It hits Schmelzer, it goes in. It doesn't even go down as an own goal. Into the second half, my opponent ends up bringing the game back. Beautiful little free kick routine. Really lucky in the box to get a penalty that, in my opinion, just wasn't a penalty. He ran into Aubameyang, into Vidal. Like, I don't know, I genuinely don't know what, like, they just collide. If that's as much as a penalty for him as it is a foul for me, because both of them are looking for the ball. You know, they both go for the ball. He ends up scoring the goal with Cristiano Ronaldo to make it 2-2. And then in the 90th minute, and I tell you what, guys, at times in this game, I was hanging on. Loic Remy gets in behind, enough pace to get past Smalling, takes the shot, keeper parries it, and my fresh-legged Aubameyang pops that one into the back of the net, and we win the draft 3-2. So we win our 5th draft out of 6 attempts recently. I was so happy to win that draft. It was really, really tough going. A lot of tough games in there for me this time around, but we come up trumps. That's the end of the gameplay. Let's get into the packs. So, guys, we win the draft. I don't even know how. I don't know how. I don't know how. It must have been the chem styles this time around. I know, like, some people like to argue that chem styles don't make much of a difference, and some people still don't believe that what EA say is true. But this team, without this basically 12 pace boost across the board, would not have been able to compete. Every game, subs came on of Sanchez, Lucas, Ronaldo, Aubameyang, Messi, and I still managed to hang on for dear life. And it wasn't a pretty win. You know, I scored drilled shots, cutbacks, counter-attacks. Like, it just wasn't a very nice draft win. But we won it with this piece of crap. How even possible? Like, look at the pace. Like, with the chem style, Schmelzer goes to 89. Sewell goes to 70, Lovren to 70, and Cedric to 90. So in that sense, yeah, that's not too bad. But I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know how I won it. I got lucky in quite a few of the games. I did control a lot of the possession and have a lot of the chances, but you can see I conceded more goals this draft than any other draft because of how bad this defence was. Fortunately, my attack of Hazard, Remy, and Rooney, and then subbing on Aubameyang and or Sanchez, really carried me through. So I was very happy with that. But we win the draft, guys. I don't even care what the prize is at this point. We get a 50k pack and a 5k pack. So we'll start off with the 5k pack. Very nice indeed. I don't mind getting 50k pack, guys. The Screamer cards no longer in packs. However, there is a Team of the Week in packs. There are Legends in packs. There are, of course, Walkouts in packs. We're going to save our players again for any potential and future squad building challenges. I do have some room on the trade pile, so I'll send all this up, and we get a shadow card in this 5k pack, which isn't too bad, because I think they're about, what, 2 to 2.5k? Oh, wow, they're going up to 3k. That's incredible. That's genuinely incredible. I'll take a 3k, 4k chem style. And then last but not least, guys, we get a rare players pack. What do we get? No walkout here today. Unfortunately, not even a big flare. So hopefully we're looking for the Vardys, which we're not going to get either. The Kante, which we can't get because he's in form. We end up getting Drinkwater in our pack. Gaia, Navas, Drinkwater. Bad Stuber. What a troll. What a troll. This guy, does he sell? I don't think he sells. It's crazy that the Kaiser Chiefs are in a squad building challenge and he still doesn't sell. That's absolutely nuts. Anyone here that sells for like obscene money right now? I don't think so. I'll wait to sell these again for when there's a squad building challenge that's relevant to them, because we'll get far more money for it than selling them now. But getting an 80 rated as your highest rated player in a 50k pack, that's shocking. That is shocking. However, guys, I'm very happy that we managed to pick up the win. Genuinely couldn't be happier with another draft win. Our draft record is starting to look really good now. 42 wins, 10 losses. We've won the draft specifically 6 times out of 16. We've been to the final 10 times out of 16. I think that's pretty damn decent. I'm not going to lie. I think it's very good. We're well ahead of the 1 in 3 ratio now as well, which is brilliant. This is going to be the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.